Well, hello, hello, hello. Let me get my partner here so that we can get this party started because we got a short time to get there and a whole lot of road to cover. And this
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
and this is going to be our second because we're going to keep
Yes,
track this time. We can keep track this time.
yes,
Episode, installment of Unlocking Your Blessed Life. Now, here's what I'm going to
yes.
do, Tanya. I'm going to have you to kind of administrate just a little bit, and I'm going to go behind the scene and come right back. Take about 30 seconds to let everybody know what they need to do and where they need to go and how they need to share and all that. And I'll be right back.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. Like Pastor Mill said, go ahead if you are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, which I am. I see that we're live, and we're also live on Instagram. Go ahead. You want to make sure that you click like and click share. It's a new time, a new year. Happy New Year. I'm gonna be saying Happy New Year all month long. So Happy New Year to everyone that I did not say Happy New Year to, but I see we are streaming live on Instagram. Everything is all well and dandy, but you want to make sure that you get a pen and paper handy because you don't want to miss what the information is going to come forth. It is 2025 year, guys. If you are doing the same thing that you was doing in 2024, we have something that has definitely blessed my life, my entire life. I literally ended off 2024 with a bang, a dream trip of mine, someplace that I've never thought that I would ever be able to go. And where you ask? To the motherland. I went to Cairo, Egypt for 5 days, 4 nights with breakfast included. Stayed at a beautiful, beautiful luxury resort for those 5 days. And it only cost me for two people and I, solo dolo, but $299. Not per night though. This $299 covered the breakfast for all 5 days and the room and board for all 5 days. It's because of this amazing platform that me and Pastor Mel is a part of. And it's just so much more than travel. I mean, I thought I was getting in just for the travel perks, y'all. Look, I done found a church home, a church family, which is with Pastor Mel. We on this 40 days of prayer. And it's definitely been unlocking some things to have our blessed life. That's the topic of discussion today, you guys. Unlocking your blessed life. So if you are just tuning in, make sure you click like and click share. Click like and click share because we ain't gonna be before you long because it don't take nobody that long to go crazy.
Hey, you right about it.
Over to you, Pastor Man.
That's your phrase. It don't take a long time. You're right. Well, here's
So,
what we're gonna do, baby girl. We're gonna get this party started. And to unlock your blessed life, we want to start this thing for us, the congruency of all that she said, the life that I believe that God has blessed us to be able to live, those who have ears to hear. It's far greater than travel. It includes travel. It's also far greater than what's going on for a lot of you who are believers in the sanctuaries and such. It's far greater than what's going on in your own individual crib, in your house, and all that. It's everything. It's this, that, and everything else all between. It's life, y'all. Life be life. And the Lord said it this way: He came that we might have life and that we might have it more abundantly. And one of the things that I'm very adamant about and passionate about at this age, 57 years young, I want to do what I know to do and what God has shown and what God has graced and enabled me to do to help others to unlock that blessed life that they know that it's in them to live. And it starts with this. She mentioned something about 40 days of prayer. So we're going to get out the way and I'm going to share with you an invite and then we'll be right back. Praise God, beloved. This is Pastor Mel of the Joshua House of Worship. I'm excited to speak in behalf of our congregation to invite you, even welcome you to 40 days of prayer. We decided early on in the latter part of last year, coming into this year, that we wanted to start the day and start the year with prayer. We've had a 3-day prayer call, but this Sunday, depending upon when you're watching this, we're starting on the 5th of January with a full focus every single day with prayer. We'll have our Bible studies focused on prayer. We'll have our Sunday worship times together. The word, the sermon, the message will be focused on prayer. Our small groups will be focused on prayer.
And we don't want to just pray for you. We want to pray with you. We want to pray together. Connect with us. Make a commitment now, early in the year. I don't know when you're hearing this message, but God does. And I just have to believe that you're hearing it at the right time. Connect now. Make the decision to do something different so that we can get something different. We're locking arms like never before. If ever there's been a time to pray, that time is now. Welcome to 40 days of prayer. Stay connected. Keep the commitment.
Well, if you want to unlock your blessed life, family, I'm going to tell you it's going to start there. It's going to end there. And it's also going to be filled with all that space. But with that said, I want to go ahead and jump right into this conversation tonight. And we're going to intertwine it with some of the other infomercials that we have put together specifically to make this not just a theory, not just some rhetorical phrase, not just some fancy cliche or title, but we're devoted to helping this to become your reality. And God has given us the tools, the essentials, if you will, to do just that. We got the key, man. You just got to come on with it. And we're going to help you to get to where it is that God has called you to be. We got Lady K is in the house. She's over there hogging my babies, my twins over there. And that's all right. I see how you do things. Yeah, she's unlocking.
I know how that be.
She unlocking the hugs over there and the sugars, you see. But that's all right. That's all right. I see how she do things. But let's talk about this thing. We're going to get right into it and intertwine some of the videos. Remember, we got a Faith Leaders call at the top of this hour, and yours truly will be presenting on that. So we got to move with post haste. Check it out here right now. Here it is. Guys, if you're going to unlock your blessed life, understand this. Here are a few principles. First one is everything that is locked requires a key, yo. Man, let me tell you something. It requires a key. What sense does it make to go through all that energy and effort to get there and you ain't got the key? I don't know if you've ever left your key. You thought you had it somewhere and in your possession, in your pocket, and you leave and you get to where you're going and you say, I'll be doggone. Went all the way to the post office or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Listen, what God has for you, even though it's yours, this is how everybody who's unauthorized, the wrong folk are kept out. Everything that is locked requires a key. That's why everybody doesn't have access to it, but the key is yours. And in this year, y'all, 2025, you got to make sure that if you're going to unlock your blessed life, you understand that there is a key required. And all year long, we're going to be talking about a number of those keys. But number two, what may be locked away from others, it won't be locked away from you as long as you use your key, man. You got it. You got it. Y'all remember, Tanya, back in the day, some of the parents, they would make, because we would lose a lot of stuff, they would take that thing. Did they do it with you?
They didn't do it with me because I didn't have a key. I didn't have that type of access.
Oh, you didn't have that access?
With somebody at the house. So we didn't need no key to get in. But with these new cars nowadays, they look alike. I tried to use, I was, with life be life and everything. I went to the store, came out, a car was parked next to mine that looked just like mine. I didn't understand why my key didn't work.
Oh.
I didn't even see two vehicles. When I pulled up in the parking lot was empty. But when I came out, it was other cars And
Yeah.
why I didn't see, all I was looking for is my burgundy Telluride.
Come on.
And I was pushing the button for my finger, but my key didn't go to that car.
And I bet somebody was looking at you with a side eye, like, why is she here?
Yeah. So hey, you got to have your own key for your own vehicle.
You got to have your own, baby girl, because sometimes we have our eyes on something that's not ours.
Yes.
But when you know what's yours, when you know that it came, every good gift, every perfect gift, it comes from God. When you know he gave it to you, not only did he give it to you, but he gave you the key that goes along with that blessing. You mess around there and try to get somebody else. You don't have no key for that. You don't have access for that. Access denied. And sometimes you can force entry.
Right.
That's criminal. That's criminal mischief. And you can do some time on that, right? So understand principle number 2. What may be locked away from others.
Yeah.
Won't be locked away from you as long as you use your key. I'm going to give you the third one. There are a few more, but then we're going to go to an infomercial. Let me give you this next one. God makes every key that you will ever need available to you as long as you faithfully follow his instructions along life journey. Man, they used to tell me, I think I first heard the term, and this was way back, BIBLE, basic instructions before leaving Earth. When I think when I first heard somebody say that, I said, "Oh, that's pretty clever. I like that." But little did I know how true it would be. That's the compass, y'all.
Right.
That's the best GPS you could ever get. It will save you so much time, so much worry, so much headache, so much aggravation and headache. You remember?
Yes.
Now, baby, you're too young for this. I don't think you remember. I don't think you would remember this. Maybe you saw somebody else. Man, we used to take them trips, some road trips, especially if you was going cross country or something, and we would have them big old Atlas. I mean, they were about yay big. Your wingspan.
My grandfather used them. Yeah. They didn't. When my grandfather military, so when we would go, when he was stationed in Chicago, they would come get us in the summertime. He didn't use GPS. He used the map.
Do you know?
And he told us how we had to learn how to read a map.
Man, do you know? I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm still trying to figure out some of the stuff that was on that map. It's the one time.
I used to drive trucks over the road, and in doing so, you have to learn how to read a map because there's roads that the GPS don't pick up.
Oh,
you'll be turning around in circles if you relying on the GPS. You need to.
And you got to look at the legend because all them symbols mean certain things, and you got to make sure you be like, wait a minute, oh Lord, and then the different. Some highways that are always, east, and some are always east-west, some are north-south. Man, it was a little too confusing. But here's my point. Man, when that GPS hit, Lord have mercy. Do you know how much time that saved the brother on the road trips?
Yeah.
But here's what it is, y'all. God makes every key that you will ever need available to you. But you got to be faithful to following his instructions. That's your GPS. It's going to save you a whole lot. You can learn the hard way or you can learn his way. His way is better, y'all.
His way is better. I can.
Somebody write that down. Write that down, somebody. Faye Davis is in the building. Much love to you. Kevin Watkins is in the building. Much love to you. His way is better. There's a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof, y'all, it leads to death. Over and over and over again. Guys, I'm going to share with you one of the videos as it pertains to some great things that are happening in the world of travel. If you are a person that loves to go bye-bye and to take a trip every now and then, get up in the skies, what they call the railways, the trailways, however you want to get there.
I don't care how you get there.
You see, we don't care how you get there. Just get there, right? But we got something for you. So take a look. Sometimes you want to go solo. Sometimes it's, you and your boo doing what you do. Sometimes it's, a small group, family. Maybe it's for your ministry, some leadership activities, whatever it is. This is the perfect way for you to save a whole lot of money while you travel. Take a look real quick. Joshua generation, where you at? Where you at? Ready to take your travel to a whole new level in 2025? As you do God's kingdom work and also make time for your own much needed recreation, recharge, and reflection? Isn't it time to take much better care of yourself, your family, your ministry at the same time? Why must you choose one against the other? You need a solid way to avoid stacking up travel expenses to pay back on your credit card. Interested in finding out how you could travel better, travel more, and pay a whole lot less, even less than travel agents? Set yourself up to enjoy refreshing 4- and 5-star getaways a few times every single year without any timeshare affiliation or any long-term obligation. Find out how you can get top worldwide and national destinations at unbelievable prices and again, at better than travel agent rate. Get access to our more than 100 plus world tour options to create your own events for yourself, your family, and even your ministry. Use them for your own sabbaticals, for your small groups, your retreats, or even your leadership team getaways. Or maybe the sisters need to come together as they always do. And don't forget the brothers. Bro, we can't leave you out for the men's ministry gatherings. Maybe you want to use it for your young adult fellowships or kingdom workshops and masterminds. And of course, don't leave out your own relaxation and recreation. Well, just click the link below and let's get these travel parties started. All right, it's a whole lot going on right there, y'all. And I'm telling you what I know. Give a quick testimony on a personal level, Coach Tanya, in terms of what type of travel experiences you talked about. Cairo, Egypt, ending the year. What else did you do last year and the year before that? Give me just a couple of examples.
Oh wow, I did Montego Bay with you guys when we did our Going Places book.
Yes.
That was the first place we did our Going Places book tour release. And that was amazing because I was able to do the flying dress excursion. We did the yacht and the catamaran experience and went over there. I didn't jump in no water, y'all, because I still can't swim, but I'm learning. I also did Dubai. Oh gosh, I did Dubai last year, and that was 6 days, 99. That was $49. I couldn't pass that up. You $50 to go to Dubai for 6 days. I couldn't pass that up. Breakfast included.
With breakfast.
So, with breakfast included. So of course it was Michelle Campbell, 2-star director Michelle Campbell. She like auntie to me, just like you, big brother. And you know what? It's out of all of those experiences, being around people that I didn't know from a can of paint, and we like I said, we family. It was, a lot. I also crashed my brother's cruise. Well, I done took 70 vacations in 5 years. So, I went on a cruise. I ended 2022. What was it? See, look, I done took so many trips.
Oh, that was 2020. You came into 2024 on the cruise with us.
Okay, so that was 2020. No, that wasn't 2024. That was 2023.
No, you can't. 2023, end of December into 2024.
Okay, so so the end of December, end of 20, I spent time with your first lady and one of my childhood friends. Pooh. Shout out to
Winnie the Pooh.
We did the cruise, and then my brother did a cruise for his birthday, and I crashed that one, so I got jumped right back on the cruise in February. Then we hung out with y'all in March for the conference.
Yes,
it was something going on every month for me.
You ain't been home. You haven't been home a lot. And listen, y'all, this thing is made to fit your lifestyle.
Yes.
It's made to fit what you want to do, whether you want to once a year, twice a year, or once a month, twice a month, or every day. You're going to save so much money using this club. So here's what I'm going to do to jump right off into the next point. And I want to pick up where I left off. Let me make sure. And we want to give a shout out to 2-star director Maurice Covington. I saw you on the line there. Much love to you, man. Listen. Unlocking your blessed life. Number 1, we said everything that is locked requires a key. Number 2, what may be locked away from others won't be locked away from you as long as you use your key. That's why you got to keep up with your key. Number 3, we said God makes every key that you will ever need available to you as long as you faithfully follow his instructions along life's journey. But here's number 4, y'all. God is both the blessing and the blesser.
Oh, yes.
You talk about you want to live and you want to unlock the blessed life. You gotta know who God is. And that's why we got 40 days of prayer, the press in. I want to encourage somebody. If you're really wanting to press into the Lord, because we're as close as a prayer away, and we're as close as we intend to be. If we don't want to get any closer, then we don't do the things that will get us there. It's an intimate relationship that he desires. He doesn't want to be a force in the sky. Come on, he's our Abba Father. So the thing of it is, we recognize he's the blessing and the blesser. You won't get into unlocking the blessed life and understanding that without understanding that. The blessing and the blesser. But here's the good part, y'all. You got to be able to make the distinction. See, if you ain't praying right, if you're not praying sufficiently, if you're not really pressing in, the lines will be all skewed, all convoluted. They'll be all grayed out or blurred. You don't know which lane you're in. You don't know where you're at. But when you really press into the Lord and all that he's ordained for you, you come to this conclusion that it's better to have access to the blesser than the blessing. Did you hear me? Here's what that means in real time, y'all. If all you want is the blessing, that's what comes from his hand. But when you got the blesser, you got his heart, his head, and his hand. And he can bless you over and over and over again, far above what you can even ask or think, y'all. So never be one who settles for the blessing. Those that's the lesser. That's the crumbs, y'all. Get to the heart of God. Get to know who gives the blessings out every single day. Count the blessings. They used to sing that song. Name them. Name them one by one. Yeah. Count many blessings and see what God has done. So number 5, it's better to have access to the blesser than the blessing. Now we got 2 more, but before we do, I want to go to another infomercial break. This is tax season. And we're going to help somebody. We're going to get you set free and delivered right here. So pay attention and take notes from this woman of God who has helped people all around the globe and back. Here's a powerful message. Take some notes, and then we're going to take action.
Okay, some say money talks, but I say money walks away from you quietly and you don't know where it went. It would be nice if a dollar said, I'm about to roll bounce up out of here, and when you come find me, I won't be there. It would be nice if it did talk, but it doesn't. So since money doesn't talk, we've got to figure out how to make it walk right back to us. That's right, walk back. You must learn how to get your money back. If payday is coming up and your money is funny and your change is strange and it's not coming quick enough and you're always worried about money and you don't have enough and so on and so forth, understand, I have been there and I have done that, and you must learn how to get your money back. What do I mean by that? Well, imagine if you went to the grocery store and you bought $200 worth of groceries. And the grocery store manager called you 2 weeks later after you ate all your food and said, come back and get your money. You would stop, drop, and roll. You wouldn't even watch the rest of this video. I know I wouldn't. I'd be gone right now, okay? Well, guess what? That's what the IRS says. The IRS says if you start a home-based business and you learn how to run your business like a business with the intent of making a profit, then you can get some of your money back that you were already going to spend anyway. That cell phone, when you use it for personal reasons, you don't get your money back. When you use it for business, you do. Those kids, my grandmother had 17 kids, and not 17 kids. She had 17 brothers and sisters, but they were like her kids. And she had to feed them. I have 3 kids. I'm going to tell you something. Feeding children is expensive. And if I had 17 kids, everybody wouldn't eat every day. I'd have a Monday, Wednesday group and a Tuesday, Thursday group. And on your day off, you'd have to fast, pray, or steal. But what I'm saying is this. You're going to spend money on your kids anyway. But the IRS says if you hire your kids to work in your home-based business, you can pay each child now up to $12,500. That $12,500 per child is a tax write-off to you. The money is tax-free to them. So you get the money back. It's tax-free to them. And now they can go and buy the things that you were going to spend money on anyway. See, when you spend money on daycare, you don't get your money back. When you spend money on school clothes, you don't get your money back. When you spend money on the video game or piano lessons or whatever it is, you don't get your money back. But if you hire your kids and pay them a salary, you get that money back and they can go buy all those things anyway. If you take a vacation, you don't get that money back. But if it's a business trip, then you do get your money back. When you go out to eat, how many people are going out to eat? Everybody's going out to eat. Because we were so tired of being locked up that we just going out even if we don't like the food. Well, guess what? When you eat for personal reasons, you don't get your money back. But if you eat for business reasons, you do. So Getting your money straight and learning how to get your money right is hard work, but so is being broke. You could run a Fortune 100 company with all the energy that it takes robbing Peter to pay Paul. So do the work. Learn how to get your money back at AskLynn.org.
Man, with those some nuggets that she dropped, we're trying to
Look,
help somebody, y'all.
I be
Listen.
trying to tell the folks did you get look she oh Lord look I can't even get it out. Did you know I researched it because shout out to one star ambassador Cynthia Sly because she is the one who pulled the wool off my eyes when I first met her about 4 years ago at a conference and she started talking about the tax benefits. Did you know that you can legally give yourself a pay raise on your job if you have a home-based business?
So many benefits.
I so wish that I had a clue when my kids were younger. Yeah. I would have homeschooled them and we would have traveled all over the world. Wow. And who's to say that they wouldn't, I mean, my baby boy wouldn't have still been here because we had been too busy traveling. You just never know. But man, tomorrow is not promised. Instead of working yourself to death, we need to unlock our blessed life. And the only way to do it is to tap into prayer and tap into Jesus because that's who gave me this business.
Hey, you're right about it, y'all. Listen.
That's who gave me this business.
We're going to make it real plain. If you really want to tap in, your prayer way. But there's also some practical things. We want to fuse the prayer into the practicality. There's some secrets that if we praying right, that will be revealed. And this is one of them. Maybe you knew, but maybe you didn't know. Whatever it is, have you taken action on it? If you do not have a home-based business, you are working way too hard and you are throwing away way too much money. It's your money. You do with it what you want. But what we're saying to you, you need to consider what is the business that I can do from the comfort of my home, and that I can do it in such a way that I will have access to hundreds of tax deductions, legally speaking, that others won't have just because they're getting a 1099, they're getting a W-2 rather than a 1099. So we're talking about unlocking your blessed life. Number one, everything that is locked requires a key. Number two, what may be locked away from others won't be locked away from you as long as you use your key. Number three, God makes every key you will ever need available to you as long as you faithfully follow the words coming out of his mouth. Number four, God is both the blessing and the blesser. And if I were you, I would never choose the blessing over the blesser because he can bless you over and over and over again. Now, number six, and then we're going to give you another infomercial. Faith, y'all, that's believing God, is one of the most essential keys that you will ever need to unlock anything that belongs to you. You can't please God without faith. And there are far too many people that say they got faith and all they doing is they talking. But as Mama Brown says, as Minister Carol's mom, we made that our staple. Folk can make their mouth say anything, but it's not what we say, y'all, it's what we practice, what we do with what we say we believe. The demons believe and tremble, but what are you doing? When God lives in a person, he will open their eyes to show them things that others won't even see. And the reason others won't see it and you will, because you're walking by faith. And one of the things we believe, there is so much opportunity, so many wealthy places, so many levels of prosperity, and money is the least of them. Let me make it clear. It's included. I believe God he's all inclusive, right? Money is it's the smallest item on his list. He will bless you far above that. But don't be so holy and so righteous and so sacred-minded in your own mind that you think being broke is a blessing. You can't help yourself. How you going to help somebody else?
Come on, sir.
So the thing of it is, you got to operate by faith, y'all. By faith, y'all. That's what this whole thing is about. We're going to go to an infomercial real quick, and we're going to come right back. Some of y'all, this will be appropriate either for you or someone that you know. We want you to reach out to us right away, inbox us right away. If that is you or someone you know, have them to reach out to us. And we got some specials for you. So let's take a look.
Father's favorite family, this is Pastor Mel, founder for Going Places. And it's past time for your voice to be heard. You waited and wasted enough time. Your message has got to get out.
Someone say going places. Going places. Someone shout going places. Going places.
See, you've been called to far greater places and spaces than your block, your street and local neighborhood. And I have an unction that you too have been called to the nations. This much I know. The reason that God gave you that gift inside of you was to make room for you and to take you before great men and women so that He could get the glory while you tell your story. I also know for a fact that so many of us have that greatness in us, but we lack a solid coach to give what I needed for myself so many years ago and had to struggle for, like the strategy, the systems, and the structures to help stir up and release that greatness that God placed inside of you before you were even born. Well, welcome to Going Places, your specially designed 5-day virtual relaunch challenge hosted by yours truly. Get ready for your opportunity and put you more on point. Not only with your purpose, but with some profit.
All right. Listen, I want to give away a special gift. To get access to that gift, it is a 12-key strategy system. And it's all based upon the Word of God. I believe that God has given this to me as a gift. It's a gift to you. It's free. Go ahead to that link and you can download it. You can take it further. There are some other gifts attached to it, but everything is explained there. If you're a coach, if you're a course creator, if you have digital content and you've been looking for how can I reach more people, how can I get this out, and you don't want to dilute or water down your faith, you want to be real to who it is that God is in your life. It's all going to be Bible-based, y'all. It's going to be based upon the Word of God. There's a 12-key scripture strategy system that I've developed, and I want to share that with you as a free gift. Go to that link, get the access to it. It's our gift to you. And then if you're interested, we can proceed further to answer even more questions for you. Baby girl, when you saw yourself front and center on that screen, what thoughts came to mind? What were you thinking?
That's me. I mean, to be honest, I said this when I was a little girl, when my third grade teacher asked me what I was going to be when I grew up. This is what I was talking about, not knowing that it was actually going to happen, especially the way I was brought up. It was drilled in my head that I wasn't going to never do nothing. I wasn't going to be nothing on one side. And then I had the other side telling me, oh, you're going to be everything you want to be. You're going to do whatever I want to do what you do. I'm going to be like you when I grow up. So I was battling with myself, but to actually, look, I'm doing it. I'm living the actual life that I actually dreamed of. This is dreams coming true. I feel like Job had to go through all that stuff and still remain faithful.
Yes.
In order for God to get the glory, because He is definitely getting the glory. Because people look at me like, what?
Hallelujah.
I know her.
Praise
I know her.
Praise
God done changed my name when He gave me Travoria. I mean, He done
Praise
changed.
the Lord. That's a testimony right there. Listen, we're going to lock it down and close it out here so we can be ready for this Faith Leaders Call. Don't forget to go to that free gift, masterkeyscoaching.com/12 key scripture strategy download. It's yours for the asking. Now, unlocking your blessed life. We said, number one, everything that is locked requires a key. Number two, we said what may be locked away from others won't be locked away from you as long as you use your key. Number three, we said God makes every key you will ever need available to you as long as you faithfully follow His instructions. Number four, we said that God is both the blessing and the blesser, and always go with the blesser over the blessing. Number six, we said faith, y'all, believe in God, is one of the most essential keys that you will ever need to unlock that which belongs to you. And number seven, the last one, a real faith is a working faith, because faith always stays gainfully employed. Here's what we want to close out on, y'all. We are getting ready for a faith leaders call at the top of the hour, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We would encourage you to be on. You'll hear more of the minute details of a business opportunity that is in the travel space that will also be used for recreation, relaxation, education, but it also can be used for ministry purposes, kingdom purposes. You get to choose how you want to use it in your life, and it will save you a ton of money. And if you really get serious about it, even without getting serious about it, it's an opportunity for you to create residual incomes to the level based upon what type of work you'll put in it. But nonetheless, you deserve to hear about it. You deserve to get your questions answered. So we're going to encourage you to do that. That's your next step of faith, y'all. That's your next step. That's the next move I would make if I were in your shoes. Because real faith, y'all, is a working faith. You could talk about it all day, but I'll tell you what's better than talking about it. That's walking about it. So we want to encourage you to do that. I'm going to give you one more video on the way out, and then I'm going to have Coach Tanya to come back and close us out. I'm going to say good night to each and every one of you. After this video, Coach Tanya just close us out, and we'll get everybody ready for the call right after this video.
For the past decade and all around the world, in more than 65 nations and growing, we have been showing everyday ordinary people how to travel more, travel better, and travel for a whole lot less, getting them better than travel agent rates without them being travel agents. In 65 nations and growing, people are using our optional referral program, a game-changing bonus option where you can earn even more free travel and the type of residual income that you can pay bills with while creating the lifestyle that you've been dreaming and praying about. Download our industry insights and top travel secrets now. Plus, get a complimentary travel gift by completing a qualifying appointment. Grab a spot on our calendar to schedule a no-obligation qualifying appointment and receive one of our complimentary 3 to 5 night stays valued at up to $1,700. A better life requires a better way, and we found it.
I like that. So listen, this is your call to action. We're getting ready to get on our next faith call leaders. The ID for that is 851-8208-4922. But you have to get back to the person that shared this, inbox me personally, Pastor Mel, or any of the partners that shared this on their wall, and get that private password, because this is for a special invite only. So listen, we'll talk to you another day. See you next time. And guess what? We'll see you at the beaches, the banks, but let's try to get us to both in 2025. Till next time. Good night, everyone.